All right. Okay, now we can get started. Hello, everyone. Welcome this Sunday afternoon to Vinyasa, or Sunday afternoon for us, not the ones watching the recording. Anyway, we're going to start, as always, in a comfortable seat, either seated on your heels or seated on your mat with your legs folded. I'm going to stay up on my heels for this one. And then just find a comfortable position with your hands on your knees, thighs, or close your eyes or take your gaze to a spot on the floor. Then inhale, roll, or bring your ears, we'll try this again. Inhale, bring your shoulders toward your ears, and then roll your shoulders back so that your shoulder blades are coming closer together behind you. Your chest is open. And then maybe lift your head towards the ceiling just for an inhale, and then exhale, bring it back down to a spot that feels comfortable for you. Maybe tucking your chin just slightly. The back of your neck is nice and long. Keeping your throat open. And then focusing on your breathing. We'll start by doing our body scan, checking in with any spot where you might hold tension. We'll just focus on releasing those areas. So take your inhale into your toes, wiggle them a couple of times, and then exhale, release. Let your knees drop towards the mat if your legs are folded. Pull your belly button towards your spine, tucking your tailbone towards the mat. Inhale, wiggle your fingers a couple of times. Exhale, release. Do that shoulder roll once again. Inhale, pull your shoulders towards your ears. Exhale, roll them back as you release. Wiggle your jaw a couple times. Maybe open and close your mouth a few times. Wiggle the jaw left to right. And then let it relax. Letting your tongue fall away from the roof of your mouth. And soften the creases of your eyes, your forehead. Letting them relax. It almost feels like your face is drooping a little bit. And then focus in on your breathing. Maybe imagining a white light is traveling up your back. Take the inhale into your belly, lungs, all the way to your upper back. And then when you exhale, release. The white light travels down until you empty your belly last. Pause and start again. Letting that white light travel up. Fill your belly. Expand your ribs. Exhale, release. Continue your belly last. Keeping the white light all the way down before you start again. Take a few more rounds of breath like that at the pace of your own breath. And then during your next round of breath, set your intention for class today. Just focusing on your breathing, keeping your awareness on your own practice throughout class today. And maybe there's something else you're working on that you want to set your intention on, such as patience with our world of technology, patience with not knowing or having uncertainty about anything. If you'd like, maybe you can set your intention on patience today. And then we'll take a round of breath together to set our intention. First, exhale all of your air, emptying your belly last. Inhale, fill your belly. Expand your ribs. Open mouth, release. And on your next inhale, sweep your arms overhead, reaching your fingertips towards the ceiling. Shoulders relaxed. And then exhale, drop that left hand down onto the mat, reaching your right arm over your ear, towards the side of your mat, keeping your chest open, keeping both sit bones grounded on the mat or your heels, wherever you decided to take your comfortable seat. And then if you need a deeper stretch, you can walk that hand out a little further. Maybe push into the hand to kind of push yourself back to center, and then reach that arm over a little bit further, bringing your bicep toward your ear. And then pull that arm back a little bit so you're turning your chest towards the ceiling. Keep your belly button pulled toward your spine. You're not bringing too deep of a bend in that low back. Some stability here. Then inhale, come back to center, reaching both arms towards the ceiling. Exhale, drop that right hand down. Bring your left arm over your ear, left shoulder relaxed. Again, keeping both sit bones grounded, and then walking that hand out a little further. If you need a deeper stretch, pushing into your hand, kind of push your hips back to center, then reach that left arm over, bringing your bicep toward your ear. And then maybe pull that left arm back, turning your chest towards the ceiling, keeping your belly button pulled towards your spine. And then inhale, come back to center, reaching both arms towards the ceiling. And then we're going to twist to the left. So bring your left hand behind you. And then your right arm comes down onto your left knee, whether you're sitting on your heels or have your legs crossed. Either way, bring that right hand to your knee, left hand behind you. And then turn your chest towards the left. Relax both shoulders. Pull your belly button towards your spine. And as you inhale, you can elongate your spine. And then exhale, maybe twist a little deeper, keeping your gaze towards the side or over your left shoulder. Inhale, come back to center, reaching both arms towards the ceiling. Then exhale, twist to the right, right hand behind you, left hand on your right knee. Turn your chest towards the side, shoulders relaxed. Pull your belly button towards your spine. As you inhale, elongate your spine, crown of your head towards the ceiling. And exhale, maybe twist a little deeper. Keep your gaze off to the side or over your back shoulder. And inhale, come back to center, reaching your arms towards the ceiling. And then exhale, bring your hands down. Then we're going to come into a Baddha Konasana. So you're going to bring the bottoms of your feet to touch, letting your knees fall towards the mat. You bring your hands onto your shins or ankles. Lift your chest towards the front of your mat, crown of your head towards the ceiling, long spine. And as you exhale, begin to fold forward with that long spine until you can't go any further. And then you can round your back, letting your face fall towards your feet. Maybe the crown of your head falls towards your feet. And if you'd like, you can walk your hands out as far as they can go towards the top of your mat. Get more of a stretch here, elongating yourself. Then notice if you're trying to hold your knees up. On an exhale, just let them fall closer to the mat. You want to get deep into the hip area here. And on your next inhale, begin to walk your hands back. And then make your way into your tabletop pose. Bringing your knees in line with hips. Wrist in line with shoulders. Pull your belly button towards your spine. Really spread your fingers wide. And then push into your fingers. Kind of lift your chest. So the top of your back, like there's a string at the top of your back connecting to the ceiling, taking your gaze towards the top of your mat rather than looking down, so that both front and back of your neck are nice and long. Then inhale, drop your belly, gaze forward for cow. Exhale, pull your belly toward your spine, round your back for cat. Inhale, drop your belly, gaze forward for cow. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin for cat. And continue for a few more rounds at the pace of your own breath. Trying to match the length of your exhales with your inhales. You're welcome to take any other movements so it feels good for you in your cat-cow. Maybe as you exhale, you circle your hips back towards your heels. And then inhale, bring them back forward, coming into your cow. Exhale, you can round your back, rock your heels or hips toward your heels. Inhale, come forward into your cow. And any other movements that might feel good for you. And then on our next inhale, we'll meet back in our tabletop pose. Walk your hands a couple of inches above where they are now. Spread those fingers wide. And then we're going to first come into a plank pose. So in your plank, get yourself situated so that your wrists are in line with your shoulders, hips are in line with your shoulders. And this is about the distance we want to keep for our downward facing dog. So bend your knees a little or deeply, and then begin to push your chest back towards your thighs, coming into your downward facing dog. Keeping a deep bend in your knees for this round. So if you haven't already, really bend into those knees, bringing your chest closer to your thighs. Push weight into your fingers and out of your wrists. Pull your belly button toward your spine. And then we're going to inhale, rock back forward into that plank pose. Drop your knees down onto the mat, untuck your toes. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, hug your elbows in by your side. Chaturanga, lower slowly down, bringing your chin, chest, and then hips onto the mat. Inhale, lift your chest for cobra. Exhale, lower. 2 more rounds. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 1 more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Push back through your table or plank. Back into that downward facing dog. This time you can begin to straighten your legs, pedaling your feet like you're riding a bicycle. Dropping one heel and then the opposite. Really pushing weight into your fingers. Lifting your hips up. Belly button towards your spine. And then settle in your downward facing dog. Dropping both heels down towards the mat. Pulling your chest towards your thighs. And then kind of push weight into the arches of your feet. So your feet likely are not all the way down into the mat, but imagine that you're pushing the arches of your feet down towards the mat. So that way you're taking weight out of the sides of your feet and shifting it back towards the center. On your next inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, step forward into your forward fold. We'll hang out here for a couple of breaths. Have a slighter deep bend in your knees for this round. Maybe grab opposite elbows with your hands for ragdoll. Nodding your head yes, shaking it no. And if you have the grip of your elbows, go ahead and release. Inhale, bring your hands to your shins or thighs, creating a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms towards the ceiling, coming into a mountain pose. Shoulders relax. Exhale, dive back forward into that fold. Inhale, palms to shins or thighs, flat back. Exhale, fold. Do this 2 more times. Inhale, sweep your arms up, mountain pose. Exhale, dive forward into your fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. 1 more round. Inhale, really reach your arms towards the ceiling. And exhale, dive forward into your fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands. Step back, come into your high plank. You have an option to keep your knees lifted or drop them. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Hug your elbows in. Slowly lower down. Inhale, lift your chest for cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more round. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, step to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms towards the ceiling, mountain pose. Exhale, dive forward into your fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back, high plank, chaturanga. Exhale, slowly lower, hug your elbows in. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal your feet a couple of times, dropping those heels down. And then settle in your downward facing dog. Lifting your hips up, pulling your chest back. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, step forward into your fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands. Step your left foot back, coming into a low lunge. Walking your right foot forward until your ankle and knee are in one line. And then drop that back knee down onto the mat, modified low lunge. Inhale, lift your chest. Take your gaze forward. Then exhale, straighten your right leg, right toes towards the ceiling. You're going to stay here for a couple rounds of breath. You might have a slight or deep bend in that right knee. That's okay. It depends on how open your hamstrings are. And if you need to go deeper into the stretch, you can walk your right foot forward a little more and then pull back. Start with a long spine, taking your gaze forward, and then you can begin to fold over that right leg, bringing your face down towards your right thigh or shin. Take one more round of breath here. And on your next inhale, bend into that right knee, coming back into your modified low lunge. Then we're going to come into a runner's lunge from here, so you can walk your right foot over towards the side of your mat, bringing both hands onto the inside of your right foot. You can stay here with the knee, left knee down, or if you want, you can tuck your toes, lift that left knee up. And then wherever you are, you can stay on your hands, or maybe come down onto your forearms. It's early in class, so we're just getting into the hip area, so don't take it too far. As far as feels like a good stretch for you. Then if you want to open your right hip a little more, you can turn your right toes off the mat so that your heel is kind of turned in, toes are turned out. That opens your hip a little more. And you can feel a nice stretch on the top of that left leg, down the hip area. And then on your next inhale, walk that right foot back to center, coming back into your modified low lunge. Tuck your left toes if you haven't already, and then step that left foot forward to meet the front and your forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms towards the ceiling, mountain pose. Exhale, dive forward into your fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands. This time, step your right foot back into your low lunge. Walk that left foot forward until your ankle and knee are in one line. Drop that right knee down. And then lift your chest. Gaze forward for your modified low lunge. Exhale, straighten that left leg. Maybe keeping a slighter deep bend in it if you need to. Left toes towards the ceiling. And again, if you need a deeper stretch, walk that left foot forward. Then come back and begin to fold over that left leg, starting with a long spine. As you bring your face towards your shin or thigh, keeping your hips towards the center. So if they're kind of pushing off to the right, fold them back to center. Take one more round of breath here. And inhale, come back into your low lunge, lifting your chest, gazing forward. Then walk that left foot over towards the side of your mat. Same options here. You can keep that back knee down or lift it off the mat. And you can stay on your hands or come down onto your forearms. And if that left hip you need a little bit more space there, turn your left toes off the mat, keeping your heel on and about a 45-degree angle. And then find a place you can really feel that stretch, the top of your right leg, keeping your shoulders relaxed, breathing into any area you feel some discomfort, and exhale, try to release, sinking a little deeper into the pose, without overdoing it. And inhale, walk that left foot back to center, coming back into your low lunge. Tuck your back toes, lift that knee if you haven't already, and this time step back into your high plank. Chaturanga, exhale, slowly lower down, hug those elbows in. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, step to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms towards the ceiling, mountain pose. Exhale, dive forward into your fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step your left foot back, coming into your low lunge. This time, keeping your back knee lifted. Inhale, sweep your arms towards the ceiling, coming into your high lunge, bending into that right knee. Shoulders relax, fingertips towards the ceiling. Pull that right hip back, left hip forward. Your hips are parallel to the top of the mat. And then come up onto your back toes, which kind of helps you straighten that back leg a little more. Then on your next exhale, clasp your hands at the base of your spine. Inhale, lift your chest towards the ceiling. Exhale, fold over your right thigh, pulling your hands away from your low back. Keeping your gaze beyond the top of your mat. Keeping that spine long. Take one more inhale here. And then exhale, bring your fingertips down onto the mat. And come into a standing splits, either walking that left foot forward or launching forward. Bringing that left leg parallel to the mat, toes pointing down, folding over that right leg. Bringing your face towards your thigh or shin. Head hangs heavy, Navya, shaking now. Take one more inhale here. Then exhale, step that left foot next to the right in your forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms towards the ceiling, mountain pose. Exhale, dive forward into your fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step your right foot back, coming into your low lunge first. Then inhale, sweep your arms up, high lunge. Shoulders relax. Come up onto those back toes, straightening that back leg. Bend into that left knee. Left hip back, right hip forward. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, clasp your hands at the base of your spine. Inhale, pull your hands away from your low back, lifting your chest. And then exhale, fold over that left thigh, keeping your gaze beyond the top of your mat. Spine long, we're not really rounding here. Trying to keep that spine long. Crown of the head towards whatever is in front of you, top of your mat. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, hands onto the mat. Come into your standing splits. Walking that right foot forward or kind of launching forward. Right leg parallel to the mat, toes down. Face falling towards your leg. Nod your head yes, shake it no. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, step back into your low lunge, and then step back into your high plank. Chaturanga, slowly lower down, hug those elbows in. Inhale, cobra, or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, step forward into your fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms towards the ceiling, and then we'll come into a chair pose from here. So sit back into your chair, bending your knees, keeping your feet hip width distance apart, or you can walk your feet together so your big toes are touching. Wherever you are, we're gonna open our arms into goalpost arms. So really opening your chest, pulling your shoulder blades closer together behind you, and then peeking down at your toes, making sure you can see them, wiggle them a couple of times. Pull your belly button towards your spine. Maybe sit a little deeper. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, hands at heart center, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, point your hands, and step your left foot back, coming into your low lunge, bending into that right knee. Inhale, sweep your arms up for your high lunge. And then exhale, clasp your hands at the base of your spine. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, fold over that right thigh. Take an inhale here. Exhale, plant your hands, standing splits. Launch or step that foot forward. Toes pointing towards the mat. Take an inhale here, holding over that leg. Exhale, step the left foot next to the right, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms towards the ceiling, mountain pose. Exhale, dive forward into your fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step your right foot back. Coming into your low lunge. Inhale, sweep your arms towards the ceiling, high lunge. Exhale, clasp your hands at the base of your spine. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, fold over that left thigh. Take an inhale here. Exhale, plant your hands on the mat, standing splits. Bringing that right leg parallel to the mat, toes pointing down, holding over your leg. Head hangs heavy. Take one more inhale here. Then exhale, step back, low lunge. Then step back, high plank. Chaturanga, slowly lower down. Hug those elbows in. Inhale, cobra, or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, step forward into your fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms towards the ceiling. Come back into that chair pose once again. Bend your knees, push your hips back, and then bring your arms into goalpost arms, opening your chest, taking your gaze forward, pulling your knees behind your toes, pull your belly button towards your spine, wiggle your toes a couple of times. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, maybe sit a little deeper. Inhale. Then exhale, hands at heart center, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. And then step your your left foot back here, coming into your low lunge once again. And then we'll step back into the high plank. We're gonna stay here for a couple rounds of breath. So really focus on keeping your shoulders in line with your wrists, belly button pulled toward your spine, hips in line with your shoulders, gazing forward. Focus on your breathing. And focus on breathing into your belly, to those core muscles. Take one more inhale here. And then exhale, push back into your downward facing dog. We're going to stay here for a couple of rounds of breath. Really pushing your heels towards the mat, as well as the arches of your feet. Push weight into your fingers. Lift your hips up, chest towards your thighs. And focus on your breathing. Nice long inhales. Equally long exhales. And maybe you want to pedal your feet if you did at the beginning of class. And steady back in your downward facing dog. And on your next inhale, you're going to step your right foot forward, coming into your low lunge. And then spin that back foot down onto the mat. Inhale, come up into your warrior two. Bending into that front knee. We're just going to stay here for an inhale. And then you're going to exhale, come into your extended side angle with your fingertips on the inside of your right foot. Left arm towards the ceiling. Maybe taking your gaze up towards your left hand. Push weight into the outer edge of that back foot. And then from here, we're going to come into the half bind. So take your left arm around your low back, and if you can, grab onto your right thigh, really turn your chest open. We'll stay here for a round of breath. And then on your next inhale, we'll come back up into your warrior two, still bending into that front knee. Inhale, flip your front palm. Exhale, reverse warrior. Left hand onto your back leg or wrapped around your low back, bending into that right knee. Maybe taking your gaze up toward your right hand, right shoulder relaxed. Inhale, warrior two. And then straighten your front leg, coming into a triangle. Reach your right fingertips forward so they won't go any further. And then drop that right hand onto your shin, or bring the top of your hand onto your calf or thigh, inside of your calf or thigh. Try not to put too much weight into that right hand. Left fingertips reaching up, creating a long line. Your left fingertips down to your right. And inhale, come back up. Bend that front knee, coming back into your warrior two. Chest open towards the side of your mat. Maybe gazing over your front fingertips. Take an inhale here. Exhale, come back into that extended side angle with your fingertips down on the mat. Left arm towards the ceiling. Stay here. Well, actually, we're all going to come into at least the half bind. So wrap your left arm around your low back. Again, if you can, grab onto your right thigh. Then you can either stay here or try the full bind. Wrapping your right arm underneath your right leg, clasping your hands behind you, and then lifting your chest back up, opening it towards the side of your mat. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, release, coming back into that extended side angle. Then inhale, come up into your warrior two. Then exhale, windmill your hands down onto the mat, coming into that low lunge. Step the right foot back, coming into your high plank. And then chaturanga, slowly lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You're going to inhale, come back forward into that high plank. We'll stay here for a couple rounds of breath, or you can come down onto your forearms for a forearm plank. In forearm plank, your forearms are parallel to one another, pushing your hands into the mat, keeping your hips in line with your shoulders, wherever you are, in high plank or forearm plank. Pull your belly button toward your spine and focus on your breathing. Nice long inhales, equally long exhales. Here on your forearms, come back up into your high plank. Take one more inhale here. And then exhale, push back into your downward facing dog. Dropping your heels towards the mat, hips towards the ceiling, chest towards your thighs. Pushing weight into your fingers. And then inhale, step that left foot forward. Coming into the low lunge. Spin the back foot down onto the mat. And then inhale, come up into your warrior two. And I'm going to turn around to face you. In your warrior two, bend into that front knee, shoulders relaxed, taking your gaze over your front fingertips. And then we're going to come down into that extended side angle on an exhale. Bringing your left fingertips onto the inside of your left foot. Right arm towards the ceiling. Push weight to the outer edge of your back foot. Maybe take your gaze up towards your hands. And then we're going to take that half bind, wrapping your right arm around your low back, maybe grabbing onto your left thigh, turning your chest open wherever you are. And then on your next inhale, unwind, reaching that arm up and coming back into your warrior two. Bending into that front knee, chest open to the side of your mat. Inhale, flip your front palm towards the ceiling. Exhale, reverse warrior. Right hand onto your back thigh or wrapped around your low back. Still bending into that front knee. Maybe taking your gaze up. And inhale, warrior two. Straighten your left leg, coming into a triangle. Reach those left fingertips forward so they won't go any further. And drop that left hand onto your shin. Take your hand to the inside of your calf or thigh. Right arm towards the ceiling. Open that chest up. Maybe take your gaze up. Inhale, come back up. Bend into that front knee. Warrior two. Then exhale, come back into your extended side angle, bringing those left fingertips onto the inside of your left foot. Right arm towards the ceiling to start. Open that chest. And then wrap your right arm around your low back, coming into the half bind. Then if you'd like to go further, come into the full bind by taking that left arm under your left thigh, clasping your hand, and then opening your chest up towards the side of your mat. Push weight to the outer edge of that back foot. Take some pressure off that front foot. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, bring that left hand back into the inside of your left foot. Right arm towards the ceiling. And then come up into your warrior two. Take an inhale here. Exhale, windmill your hands down, coming into your low lunge. Step that front foot back, coming into your high plank. And chaturanga, slowly lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, step forward into your forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms towards the ceiling, mountain pose. Exhale, hands at heart center. Then down by your side. I'm just going to take a breath here. Really focus on where the weight is placed in your feet. And maybe rock back and forth a couple of times. And then stop where you feel there's equal distribution between your balls of your feet and your heels. And on your next inhale, sweep your arms towards the ceiling. Exhale, come back into your chair pose. Keeping weight in both the balls of your feet and heels. Lift your toes, wiggle them a couple times, bring them back down. And then from here, clasp your hands at the base of your spine. Then lift your chest up, pull your hands away from your low back. Staying in that seat, maybe even sitting a little deeper, pushing your hips back. Begin to fold over your thighs, lifting those hands towards the ceiling. Taking your gaze towards the top of your mat, keeping the front of your neck open, chest open. Take one more inhale here. Then exhale, begin to fold over those thighs, coming into a forward fold with your hands clasped. Maybe pulling your hands towards the back of your mat or towards the ceiling. Head hangs heavy. Nod your head yes, shake it no. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, unclasp your hands, bring them down into the mat. And let your arms dangle for around the breath, releasing any tension in those shoulders. And on your next inhale, come into a flat back. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step back, high plank. Move through your last vinyasa class. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Pull those elbows in, lower all the way down. Inhale, cobra, or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Then we'll immediately rock back forward into your high plank, and then lower all the way down onto your mat. Bringing your arms by your side, resting on either your left or right ear. Please take a round of breath here. And on your next inhale, bring your legs to touch all the way from your ankles to the tops of your thighs. Bring your chin onto the mat. Clasp your hands at the base of your spine. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your legs, and maybe you could pull your hands away from your low back, pulling them towards your feet to lift your chest up a little more. Really point those toes, lifting those legs up. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, lower. Rest on the opposite ear. Unclasp your hands. Inhale, bring your chin back to your mat. You can do the same pose, clasping your hands at the base of your spine, or you can bend your knees, keeping your knees about hip width distance apart. Grab onto the outsides of your feet or your ankles. Then inhale, kick your feet into your hands for bow pose, lifting your chest, taking your gaze forward. Really kick into your feet, lift your chest for one last inhale, and exhale, release, slowly lowering down, bringing your chin down. Keep your knees bent, and then windshield wiper your legs, strapping your feet from left to right. And then you can let your legs extend long on the mat. Bring your hands next to your chest. And then push your way up into your table, and then onto your heels, a seat on your heels. Then you can swing your legs around in front of you, pushing your feet towards the top of your mat, toes towards the ceiling. And then inhale, sweep your arms towards the ceiling. Shoulders relaxed, spine long, crown of your head towards the ceiling. Keeping that long spine, begin to fold over your legs until you can't go any further. Then you can round your back, drop your face towards your legs, hands on the mat, or your ankles or toes, whatever feels most comfortable for you. Inhale, begin to come back up, reaching your arms towards the ceiling. From here, bring your right leg out, and then the bottom of your left foot onto the inside of your right thigh. Once you're ready, sweep those arms back up. Turn your chest towards your right thigh. Take an inhale here. Then exhale, begin to fold over your right leg. Again, bringing your hands down to the mat, ankle or toe. You begin to round your spine, bringing your face towards your thighs. Trying to keep that chest parallel to the thigh. Inhale, slowly come back up, reaching your arms towards the ceiling. Then we'll switch legs, straightening that left leg out, bottom of your right foot onto your thigh. Turn your chest towards your left thigh. Take an inhale, and then with a long spine, exhale, begin to fold over that left leg, rounding your back. You can't go any further. Hands onto the mat, ankle or toes. Chest parallel to the thigh. Head hanging heavy. Inhale, slowly come back up. Reaching your arms towards the ceiling. Then exhale, bring your hands down. Straighten both legs. And then bend your left knee and step your left foot over your right leg. So your ankles above your knee. Then you have an option to either hug onto your left leg with your right arm, or inhale, sweep that right arm towards the ceiling. Exhale, hook your elbow just above the knee on the outside of your thigh. And then take your left hand behind you, turning your chest towards the side of your mat. Maybe walking that left hand closer to your low back. Maybe taking your gaze over your back shoulder. And then as you inhale, elongate your spine, kind of lift the crown of your head towards the ceiling, and then exhale, maybe twist a little deeper. Inhale, come back to center, reaching your arms towards the ceiling. And exhale, you can do a counter twist to the right, turning your chest towards the right. And then we'll switch sides, straightening that left leg, bending the right knee, stepping the right foot onto the outside of the left thigh. Inhale, sweep your left arm towards the ceiling. Exhale, hook that elbow on the outside of your thigh, or hug that right leg as you twist to the right. Right hand behind you. Walk that right hand towards your low back. Your spine is long, crown of your head towards the ceiling. And as you inhale, straightening up, and exhale, twist a little deeper. Inhale, pull your belly button towards your spine. Exhale, maybe twist a little deeper. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, release. Do that counter twist on the left side. And then we're going to begin to make our way down onto the mat. Begin by bending your knees towards the ceiling. We're going to lower down from a boat pose. So you take your hands behind your thighs, lift your chest up, and rock back, coming onto your toes, and then lifting your shins parallel to the mat. Keeping the chest lifted. Extend your arms long next to your legs. And then we're going to inhale, straighten your legs, keeping that chest lifted. Slowly lower down, bringing the legs and back down together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down. Reach your arms overhead. Point your toes for a big stretch. Then exhale your knees into your chest. Rocking from side to side. Or you can grab hold of your knees, make circles, one direction, and the opposite direction. And from here, we're going to come into a waterfall. So bring your arms down by your side, palms facing towards the floor, and extend your legs towards the ceiling, feet towards the ceiling. Then you can either keep your arms by your side or lift your hips and take your hands underneath your hips in a diamond-shaped pose, or diamond shape with your hands. That helps you feel a little bit more steady here. If you want to point your toes, flex your feet, point, flex, make circles with your feet, rolling out your ankles. Letting your shoulders sink into the mat, head sinking into the mat. From here, we'll come into a happy baby for a final pose. Pull your knees toward your armpits. You're grabbing behind your thighs, outsides of your feet or big toes. And then maybe rock from side to side, pulling your low back towards the mat. And bring your knees into your chest, giving yourself one last hug, pulling your forehead towards your knees. Take a nice long inhale here. Exhale, release. Extend your legs long, arms by your side. Your Shavasana, or arms stretched out away from you. Now, do that body scan once again. We move into our final resting pose. You wiggle your toes a couple times and let your feet flop away from each other. Let your hips sink into the mat. Wiggle your fingers a couple of times. Let your hands relax. Lift your chest, bring your shoulder blades closer together underneath you. And let your shoulders sink into the mat. Keeping your head on the mat, tuck your chin, slightly towards your chest, the back of your neck, and rest on the mat. Wiggle your jaw a couple of times, let it relax. Tongue falling away from the roof of your mouth. Soften the creases of your eyes and your forehead. Let it relax. And just take a couple of minutes. Focus on your breathing. And keep your awareness on your yoga practice. Last couple of moments. And I'll walk you out of Shavasana. And bring awareness back to your breath. Bring life into your body by wiggling your fingers and toes, rolling your ankles and hips, maybe dropping your chin from left to right. Inhale, reach your arms overhead, point your toes for one last big stretch. Then exhale your knees into your chest, rolling onto either your left or right side. Coming into your Shavasana B, beautiful. And on your next inhale, make your way into your comfortable seat. Folding your legs in the opposite direction as you normally do. Creating some balance in your body, your life. Really ground those sit bones down. Spine long, crown of your head towards the ceiling. I'm going to close by taking 3 rounds of breath together to seal the intention we set at the beginning of class. Begin by exhaling all of your air. Take a nice long inhale, fill your belly, expand your ribs, open mouth, release. 2 more rounds. I invite you to bring your palms to heart center, bowing your head in gratitude, thanking yourself for taking time out of this beautiful Sunday afternoon for some yoga. I thank you for joining me. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.